gay shit. Selector is this weird-ass fucking anime that some dude made to advertise a card game, which is fine. You can make lots of pretty dang sweet things to advertise other real-life products. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles came out, and that was pretty dang sweet, but that really just existed to sell toys. It's a really common thing. I don't really have any problem with that. But I have a problem with Selector, though, because Selector fucking sucks as a show. But it also sucks as an advertisement. Selector is an ad for a card game, except you never really know how to play the fucking card game. And I know what some of you might be thinking. Oh, wait, bruh, Yu-Gi-Oh! First season of Yu-Gi-Oh! They don't follow the rules, even in the slightest. In fact, in the fucking story of Yu-Gi-Oh!, when they brought cards into it, started before they actually made the real-life cards. But this is different. Selector is not Yu-Gi-Oh! It's not like Yu-Gi-Oh! Where it's, like, entertaining, where they're pulling out random bullshit. In Selector, I don't have any fucking idea, even remotely, how I can conceivably play the card game. The card game is the least relevant part of the show, which, again, could be fine if this wasn't trying to make me buy the card game. That's inherently flawed. And the characters don't even really have fun playing the card game. They're stuck in this fucking weird thing where, hey, all of a sudden your fucking card, it like fucking talks to you. You just walk up and your card's fucking talking to you and it's fucking telling you, hey, dude, don't you wanna be the fucking champion or whatever they fucking call it? And the fucking protagonist is like, fucking no. But they end up fucking playing anyway because fucking bullshit happens. And most of the show, they're all competing. Let me get it serious for a second and actually explain this plot shit we have going on. Essentially, the story of Selector is that they all have this card, this one special card that talks to them and tells them that if they just go out of their way and just fucking wreck people in this fucking card game that I can't pronounce the name of, it's like Wixoss or Wixoss or some shit like that, or fucking Wixoss, I don't fucking know. But they gotta play this fucking card game. And if they win the card game enough times, then their fucking dreams will come true. They get like a fucking special magic wish or some bullshit. Which, you know, it's cool, like, okay, I'll play the game. But what they don't tell you is if you lose too many times, I think it's like 3. If you lose 3 times, you just fucking die. But not really, you don't die. Essentially what happens, at least the way they explain it, is instead of dying, what will happen is the furthest thing from your dream will happen. So, like, if your dream is to be super mega fucking gorgeous, you'll become Ugo McGeezax and shit like that. Which is actually really interesting and horrifying, and they could have done a lot of cool things with it. They don't do a lot of cool things with it. You might be asking why I watched this show when it sucks so much, and there's actually some good things going on for it. It's not like this all sucks, you know, there's incest. Okay, maybe that's not a good start. But essentially, a lot of the flaws in this show, I had a feeling, you know, a lot of them were prevalent from the beginning. I had a feeling the show might suck major donkey balls pretty gosh darn early on. I had a solid feeling. But there was some also hints at some cool shit. Because, you know, at the very start, they have this cool opening scene that hints at shit getting really goddamn fucked up. And if there's anything I like, it's really fucked up shit in my anime. So, you know, I'm like, oh, okay, cool. This might get kind of pretty cool. But, you know, it doesn't. They have one of the first people that they really fight. Okay, our protagonist gets kind of strung along and forced into battling a lot of people. They really didn't, but they keep getting strung along and forced to fight people. Like, you have your one character that really wants to just fuck the shit out of her brother, and she convinces our protagonist to battle her. And they do. And that's a thing. It gets interrupted, though, so no one actually loses. Because you can do that. And, then later, this fucking model girl comes in, and this model girl is just a fucking terrible person, but she has, like, masterclass analytical skills, so while she's fighting people, she just, like, picks apart their inner psyche, and then I guess her card has this weird special thing that can tell people what that person's wish is, somehow. I don't know, it's weird, but, she was really cool. I like her as a character, because she's kind of complicated and interesting. So she was cool. She was a cool antagonist while she was in the show, and I enjoyed their battles. And, you know, so that's cool. She's cool. And the incest plotline. I don't know how you guys feel about incest, but hilariously, the incest plotline is actually the best written part of the show. Usually, when anime is trying to make you not feel weird about the fact that a character wants to fuck their brother, you know, the way they kind of don't go about it realistically. They kind of try to make it as unrealistic as possible, so that way it doesn't actually feel weird and morally wrong and uncomfortable. But in here, they just straight up make it like, yeah, this girl just wants to fuck her brother. And they have people being like, yeah, that's actually just disgusting. And then you have her, who literally hates herself, because, you know, she hates herself for being in love with her brother. It actually is, like, portrayed in a legitimate way that is kind of well written, and it makes sense that she would want to risk, you know, some bad voodoo shit happening in this card game, because realistically, without, you know, magic bullshit, her actually having a happy relationship with her brother is pretty dang impossible. But, you know, that's a cool thing going on. Our main character has this sort of character arc where they're like, oh, I don't want to battle, because if I beat people too many times, their life will just suck forever. So it just kinda sucks. But I really like beating people, which is interesting. I kind of like how they portray her as secretly being super into just whooping dudes in this card game, but, you know, she has the internal struggle of knowing it's wrong and knowing the risks involved for everyone, so she just doesn't want to do it, but she wants to do it. And then you have this weird fucking girl who also likes to battle, and is also a model that the fucking other model girl I mentioned earlier fucking hates. I didn't remember anyone's fucking name in this show. And I'm sorry for that. Kinda. I don't think this is an anime that requires a deep analytical review. I don't think this is an anime like Kaiji or One Piece where it deserves a fucking 40-minute deep in-depth video. This is fucking Selector. It's garbage. So I'ma just ramble off a fucking bunch of bullshit and make some fucking weird-ass dumb fucking motherfucking voices and say fuck a lot. But I guess that last part I do in all my videos, so whatever. But essentially, I'm watching this shit. I'm thinking this probably will suck, but I'm hopeful because there's enough decent shit going on that I feel like it might get really good later. And then it doesn't. And then I'm looking at the clock and I'm like, okay, well this show doesn't have many episodes in it. And, I think I can just finish this tonight. You know, it's bad anime, but I'm halfway through it, and I could just binge the rest of this before I go to bed, if I just stay up late. And just for the sake of having another anime I've completed. And for no other reason. That, and also, having some bad anime you've watched is kind of fun, because it gives you something to poke fun of in conversation. So I do that. It ends where this one fucking super strong motherfucking card player, the one that was also a model that liked to battle, but not the dick one, Though I guess she's kind of a dick. And she's like, hey, every fucking person that's playing the fucking card game and has the talking card thing, come over to my big-ass fucking tower that keeps having Tetris references for some fucking reason, and fucking battle. So one of us could have our dream come true and shit. Let's just get this fucking shit over with. So our main protag's like, I can't, I gotta go. And they fucking go so they can, win and have their dream come true. And an interesting thing is that our protagonist actually doesn't have a dream. Like, at all. They're just, playing the game, but they don't have any fucking dream to come true, which is an interesting idea. But by this point, Incest Girl, she actually won a lot and had her dream come true. But then they had this really cool twist. This was a good twist. I like this twist. I just don't like when it happened. This was a twist that should have ended the show, period. Because the twist was that your dreams do come true, but it's not you that gets to actually live the dream. Essentially what happens is, if your fucking dream comes true, all of a sudden, you switch places with your card, and the person that was living in your card inhabits your body, and makes your dream come true, but they're the one that gets to live it out, and you're just stuck as a fucking card. And it sucks. And that happened to Incest Girl, where, her dream came true, where she got to fuck the shit out of her brother, but it was actually just a fucking trading card living in her body, getting plowed by her brother instead. Now she's a card. But, it's fucking weird, because we get that reveal pretty early in the show, and then the girl without a dream's like, it's my dream to, get everyone in the card freed. So they, they go out of their way and fucking try to do it by fighting this girl in the tower. And at one point, they fight this one girl that used to be their friend until they lost too many, but in their dream, there's this girl, her dream was to make friends, but then she made friends with the main characters anyway, so she didn't need to battle anymore, but then, like a dumbass, she battled anyway because her card didn't feel like explaining the rules to her, and then she lost. So because of that, the opposite of her dream of finding friends was to have no friends, so she lost her memory of her friends. But then the one fucking incest girl that ended up having her dream come true, and then she became a card, somehow becomes that girl's card, and just makes her remember everything. Which means that if your dream gets reversed, it's easily fixable. So it's kind of fucking low consequences bullshit here. But, at least for a lot of these, I guess if your dream is to be alive forever, then, I guess they can just fucking pop a cap in their fucking head once they take over your body. But I guess you'll be a card then, so I guess your dream would still be coming true. It's really fucking broken. I feel like the consequences would have been better at that point if they just fucking blew up or some shit. But, we get the final battle. But because the card games never mattered, like every other battle, they just have, the actual sprites of the cards, physically fighting, and it's really sped up, and it just doesn't matter. The actual card battles are the least prevalent fucking thing here. So then you get fucking main protag girl, fucking Rex, the other fucking OP model girl, and then it's fucking, now my dream could come true. Fucking, come on, fucking card, let's make our dream come true. But the card is conflicted, because it's well, if your dream is to release everybody from the cards, you will still end up becoming a card, so it'll just be everyone but you. And I'm a selfish asshole who just wants to spend eternity having card battles with you as my master. So I'm just gonna fuck everything up for you and fucking not actually fucking do it. Fuck you, you don't get your dream. So then fucking dark-haired model girl McGee's she fucking wins. But her dream was to just become a card of the only person that was strong enough to beat him. So now the fucking asshole card the protagonist had isn't her card anymore. Now she has that one girl she just beat as her card. And then it ends. And then my dumbass learns there's an entire additional season. And I wasted an entire fucking night watching this bullshit, sucky-ass fucking show, and I hate it. Someday, I might actually do an in-depth analysis of everything this show does to fuck up. But this video in particular isn't that video. This video, I just wanted to fucking rant because I'm pissed that I lost an entire fucking day of my life binging this show instead of watching an actual decent show. I'm mad that I convinced myself that this show was gonna be decent, and then the show sucked. I am mad that I binge-watched the last episodes of this show for the sole sake of completing it, only to learn that there was literally an entire other season of this show, and, fuck this show. It sucks. But I hope you have a nice day. The card game's probably good, but this wasn't a good show to advertise it. The whole show was bad, and it didn't make anyone want to buy the card game, so I don't even know what the point of it was. So I guess if you're really, really into incest, you'll enjoy the incest plotline, but that's the only thing going for it. And if that's the only thing going for your show, then I guess you just might as well watch Kiss This anyway. Bye, Ski.